Tripoli, Lebanon's second city, unquiet, divided and often dangerous, is feeling the pressure of the Syrian war on the other side of the mountain. It has turbocharged a long-standing local conflict between Sunni Muslims and Alawites from the same Shia sect as President Assad. This is one end of the Shia-Sunni fault line. In a shed in his garden, right on Tripoli's front line, Abu Firas and his friends still idolize Saddam Hussein, the Sunni strongman who fought Shia Iran. The 22-year-old son of Abu Firas died when 2 Sunni mosques were bombed in August. Tripoli Sunnis blame the Shia.
Of course, God Almighty will kill them, but we ask God Almighty for permission and help to eradicate them all.
The local Sunni militia commander said grief and anger had pushed Abu Firas to extremes, but every sectarian killing in the Middle East deepens and spreads hatred. The division in Islam goes back to a dispute over who should succeed the Prophet Muhammad after his death in the year 632. Those who wanted his position to be inherited by his closest associate became Sunnis. Those who wanted him to be followed by his descendants became Shia. Just as in the split in the Christian church between Catholics and Protestants, it's been as much about power as religion. In modern times, the American-led invasion of Iraq in 2003 started a new upheaval in Islam's sectarian divide. The removal of Saddam Hussein, Shia Iran's most bitter enemy, was a blow to the traditional Sunni ascendancy in the Middle East. Thousands of Iraqis have been killed in sectarian violence since then. This was an attack in 2007 on Shia pilgrims in Karbala, the site of a battle between the two sides of Islam in the 7th century. At the other end of the Gulf in Bahrain, a long-standing political conflict between the poor Shia majority and the mainly Sunni ruling class has become more overtly sectarian. In Syria itself, an uprising has become an increasingly sectarian war. Sunni extremist groups, generally Al-Qaeda followers, now dominate the armed opposition to President Assad, who's from a Shia sect. In Beirut in November, suicide bombers attacked the embassy of Iran. Many assumed it was the latest escalation in a proxy war between Shia Iran, the Syrian regime's backers, and Saudi Arabia, which supports the rebels. I discussed Shia-Sunni tension with Iran's foreign minister last month.
It's probably the most serious security threat, not only to the region, but to the world at large. And I think all of us, regardless of our differences over Syria, we need to work together on the sectarian issue.
This is a funeral for Shia fighters in Damascus. Even where sectarianism is less acute than here, there's economic crisis, political failure, and renewed repression. 3 years after the Arab uprising started, the weight of a millennium and a half of sectarian rivalry, now creating a new generation of martyrs, is crushing hopes of a better future. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News in Lebanon.